Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Mass Effect Andromeda. So, in the last episode we were just checking in with all of our companions and there are a few left, so I'm going to finish this today. And I made some plans on what to do afterwards, and it's not going to be Haval, because I realized I still have a few open quests on Voeld. And yes, I realize I don't have to finish each planet after another before moving on to the next. I can always come back. I most likely will have to come back, like I had to go back to Ears for some new quests. But I think it still would be nice if I can finish at least the important quest before I move on. And, not the unmarked quests that are just about, collecting some stuff. I will do most of that somewhere at the end of the game in a huge session where I just sweep all the planets again and try to find everything that I've missed so far. Anyway, I think I still need to talk to the people in the back, which would be Jarl, Liam, Lexi and Sam. So let's go and do that. I guess it's over here. And yeah, I can already see Lexi in the med bay, so why not check in on her first?
Ah, Ryder. Sorry for the mess.
Who's your friend?
An exalted Kett. I called Jarl to show him. Ah, there he is. Jarl, look at this. There's nothing Angara inside.
The physical can be deceiving.
I've run hundreds of tests. Only traces of the Angara genome remain. The exalted are Kett.
There must be a way to fix them.
We can hope. There's not always a solution. I mean, I don't know. I have no medical expertise, so I'm inclined to trust Lexi on this when she says that, there's no way to do this. Of course, according to the Moshai, the Kett do remember being Angara. So maybe we won't be able to change them back entirely, into true Angara-looking Angara. But, maybe they can be made to, well, not remember that they were Angara, because apparently they do, but, care for it? I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. But when it comes to physically changing them back, I suppose I'm going to trust Lexi on this, and we have to accept that maybe there is no solution for this.
We need to be prepared that there might not be.
Jarl, remember what we talked about?
That we should examine the problem objectively? Excuse me.
Grief is never easy. But Jarl needs to accept that exaltation is permanent.
Again, I don't really have any facts to judge this, so I'm just going to trust her medical opinion on this, because she's the expert.
Hope is good, but false hope is unhealthy.
I appreciate your support. Jarl is part of this crew. His welfare is my responsibility.
And I would say you're doing well.
I know this job was a surprise, but you've really stepped up. And look, you got your Kett sample.
Their bodies are unlike anything I've seen. Centuries of gene stealing, crafted evolution. It's horrible, of course, but also fascinating.
Glad you're settling in.
Sink or swim, right? I should probably clean this up before it starts to smell.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it then. And yeah, apparently we have a Kett on display here now. I do wonder how the Kett looked like before they started to modify their own species. I mean, since they're using technology and tools and stuff to procreate, it can't have evolved naturally, right? So at some point they must have had natural reproduction, and maybe they looked entirely different at that point. I mean, I still wouldn't completely rule out the quest the idea that maybe they originally were Angara, like a group of Angara that wanted to change or improve their biology by using genetics. Then again, Lexi just said that this has been going on for centuries apparently, and the cat only appeared in this system like a few decades ago. So maybe they're not, originally Angara. I don't know.
Feeling okay?
Apparently I can talk about a new memory fragment.
I saw another of Dad's memories. I was in this one. Scott, too. We were home visiting. Dad told us about going through the Charon relay.
So you got your sense of exploration from your father?
Well, I suppose that's possible.
We joked it was in our DNA.
Then that part of him lives on.
I guess so.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Alright, so we spoke to Lexi, and I think
much to say
we
about
have
the
some people in
facility
here
on
too.
There will be. But maybe not right now.
I get you, pal. Inane chatter about nothing coming up.
Liam, you found your shirt again. I'm so glad for you. Just teasing you a little.
Pathfinder. Sorry if things got strange last time we talked. You're the first person I told about all that. It, felt really good.
Well, I'm glad that I could help. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to cut down on the flirting a little bit. I hope that I have sufficiently opened all the potential doors, and that, once I actually make up my mind, I can, pick all the options available. But I don't really want to decide just now, and I don't want to commit to any of them at the moment. So I hope I have sent the right signals in the right directions, and when the time comes and I have made up my mind, all the options are still available to me. I'm going to assume that not taking absolutely every flirt option doesn't mean that at some point I can't romance them anymore. So for now I'm going to tone it down a little bit and see how it develops.
I know it was really personal. Thank you for trusting me with it.
You say that like I was making logical choices. Thanks for getting it. Anyway, made me think we should do more just out and about. Off ship. Like the market on Aya. I've got some contacts and some things I'd like your eyes on. But mostly, it's a day out. Something familiar. Turns out I need that.
Okay, sure. We can do that. Of course, I have just been to Aya, so I'm probably not going to go back anytime soon, but next time I'm there, we can have a day out.
There's always more to say and to learn, isn't there?
I guess so. For example, about you.
Can I ask you a few more questions?
Of course. If I can answer them, I will.
Okay, tell me about your career.
Did you always want to be a fighter? Did you study anything particular in school?
No. I don't like to talk about it. But I'm not a fighter. Not really. The Kett occupation creates chaos. So our education is chaotic. I'm not really anything. But that's an excuse. The truth is, I don't know what I want. Yet. For my life. At my age. I hope being here will inspire me.
Okay, well, fair enough. And tell me about your family.
Can you tell me about your family? Assuming you have one.
Sit down. This will take time. Is someone bringing us snacks and drinks?
Whoa, your family's that big?
I have one true mother, Sahuna, and more than 5 additional mothers, and many, many, many siblings, and cousins, all raised together. Our families constantly change and evolve. Relationships come and they go. My father is gone, taken, or killed by the Kett. We never found his body.
Well, I'm sorry for that. I do wonder though, I mean, apparently you have one father and one true mother, and then you have additional mothers. How does one become an additional mother? Is this like, your father having several partners, or is it some other system? I mean, I guess it would explain why you have so many siblings. If you have like several mothers and maybe they're like your half siblings, or do Angara just, procreate a lot? I don't know. I would like to know more about this. But yeah, I'm sorry for your loss.
I'm sorry about that, Jal. I understand. I just lost my dad.
Something in common between aliens, then. We are fatherless, yet we fight on. Anything else you want to ask?
Tell me about your dreams?
Do Angara plan their futures? Do you dream about what you want to accomplish?
You put plan and dream in the same question.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You meant to do that. Angara thirst for now. We don't strive to make the future better. We strive because the present is lacking.
Well, that is an interesting way to look at it. Thank you.
Well, enough about that.
Yeah, let's talk about more personal stuff.
Do you have a mate? A partner?
I don't. Not for a long time.
But you had one in the past.
Not for a long time.
I fell in love with a girl once. Aliyah. We were young. I was young. It was my first vassal on Aya. We worked on the same farm. She was a little older. A researcher. I can still hear her laugh and see her eyes. She kissed me and I was hers. Thrilled and seduced.
I have a bad feeling about this.
My older brother came to Aya. He was already famous in the Resistance.
Interestingly enough, now the romance option, or the flirt option, has a heart and not the weird alien symbol. I wonder why that is. But yeah, tell me more about this girl.
Where is Aliyah now? Did she and your brother work out?
They came back to Haval, and she joined our family. She became one of the mothers.
You have to see her every day?
No. They were taken by the Kett. Their children survived.
Okay, so when your brother brings home a new partner, she can also become one of your mothers. So apparently this is more complex than I thought. But yeah, let's
Well, enough about that.
skip the flirting for now. I may actually be able to do this later if I wanted to, because the option is still here.
I'll see you later, Jal.
Stay strong and clear.
Alright. Thank you, Jarl. Do we have any new info on the info board? We do. Mental wellness. Given recent events, this seems like a good time to refresh you on the Andromeda Initiative's mental wellness program. This states that mental disorders are 1. Real stress, PTSD, anxiety and depression are not just being tired or making something out of nothing. They are complex conditions that require proper attention and care. 2. Relatable. At some point your colleagues have likely experienced the same feelings. Regardless, those around you are supportive and sympathetic to what you're going through. 3. Treatable. A broken leg takes special treatment, rest and an adjusted workload to properly heal. Mental disorders are now different and can be alleviated with medication, therapy and support. Come by MedBay if you have questions. Lexi. Alright, thank you for this important information, Lexi. Right, so let's go and talk to Sam, and then finally we can go back to the bridge. I may actually want to talk to Callow again, because he was pretty upset after the argument with Gil.
Hello, Ryder.
So, tell me more jokes.
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
What is green with red toenails?
No idea. What is green with red toenails, Sam?
A Krogan masquerading as a cherry tree.
What? Okay, that has got to be the worst one so far.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
You need to work on that, Sam. And yeah, sometimes I get new mail after talking to my companion, so it's always a good idea to check again. From Lexi, Ryder. Thought you should know I spoke to Jarl. After some reflection, he seems to accept that the process of exaltation cannot be reversed. Thank you for backing me up. I know it's not easy delivering bad news, especially to a friend, but sometimes it's the only way we can move forward and begin to heal. I will continue to run tests and study the data you obtained from the Kett facility regarding exaltation. I don't expect the results to change, but it can't hurt to be thorough, Lexi. Yeah, I agree. I mean, we shouldn't give up trying to study this, and maybe we will find an answer after all. So it's good to keep an open mind. Also, is this robot one of the models that I found? It's funny. It's not really a robot. It's like a mech suit, right? Like an Atlas from the trilogy, I suppose. Okay. Yeah. Let's go back to the bridge, and I suppose I will talk to Kello once more and see if he's still upset.
A foolish thing to get angry over, isn't it? I suppose the Tempest is just like any other ship, to be taken apart and put back together. Or she will be, once Gil's had his way.
I'm sure he'll do right by her. He's not going to take her apart or whatever.
Gil's upgrading the Tempest, not scrapping her. She's in good hands.
I wish I could believe you. But perhaps... Anything else?
Well, why don't you believe me? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe tell me more stories about the Tempest if it makes you feel better.
Tell me something else about the ship.
I'm sorry, Ryder. I don't really feel like reminiscing.
Okay, he's really sulking now, isn't he? Okay, fair enough. Do you have any opinions on the others, though?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Dr. Tapero seems nice, if quiet. It must be very different here, compared to the Hyperion. Fewer people in stasis shock.
Let's keep it that way.
Alright, thank you.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
Okay, so I think we did enough talking, so let's go back to Voeld and finish a few quests. Alright, we are back on Voeld. I took Cora along because one of the quests is actually about the Asari Ark, and I figure she may want to be along for that. And yeah, it seems like the cold hazard is still here. It hasn't disappeared, which is actually kind of strange because after I activated the vault, Sam said that the temperature had risen by like 13 degrees Celsius, and I mean that would be enough to turn the hazard level 1, which is around minus 40 degrees, into a safe zone, which is like minus 30 degrees. But it hasn't actually changed, because I'm pretty sure it already was minus 40 degrees before activating the vault. So Sam said the temperature has risen, but it hasn't actually. And I mean, minus 30 degrees is still cold enough to retain the snow and the ice, so the planet wouldn't really look different, but I wouldn't have to deal with the cold hazard anymore. But it's still there, so I guess I'm just going to grab the Nomad, and then we will start to finish a few quests, I hope. Right, we have the Asari Ark over here, but we also have a quest over here, the Lost Scout. We're looking for an Angaran who is trapped in the rubble after destroying Kett weapons depot. So maybe I'm going to start with that, and I will look at the stuff in this area. I haven't closely explored most of this yet. And then maybe we will head out for the Sariak. And we still have this quest way over here. So yeah, let's go and see what we can find.
And that implant amplifies your natural biotic potential?
Yep.
It must act on neuroelectrical impulses. But that seems risky. What sort of transistor does it use?
I don't know.
Mind if I just...
No.
What are you doing, Jarl?
It's hard when you're small. When biotics means what happens if you get angry at Mom.
Our parents train our skills like they teach us to dress ourselves. You didn't have help? I feel sad for that child.
Things are still better than they were. Besides, who knows what human biotics will look like in another century or two?
Yeah, I think the problem is that, humans didn't really have any experience with biotics when, the first human biotics were born. So obviously, a lot of stuff went wrong on that account.
Too bad your people don't have biotics. But that EM ability of yours?
Well, we all have it. It's useful, but not exciting.
You make art with it, fight with it, blow up electronics.
Well, when you put it that way, I suppose it has a beauty.
Well, yeah, I suppose it's not exciting if you are used to it, but it's exciting for an outsider.
I like your rifle, Joel.
I built the modifications myself. Once it was Kett. Now it kills them for me.
Back home, some people name their favorite weapons.
This one is a Darav.
And what does that mean? I mean, does it have any meaning? I would like to know. Alright, I think I'm slowly approaching my destination over here. Yep, this looks like a destroyed Kett site.
Pathfinder, we are approaching the Kett weapons depot, destroyed by the Resistance.
Good to know. I'll search for any sign of Hana's friend.
Okay, let's see what's going on here. Apparently, it's still functional.
Life sign, Sam?
Nothing. However, I do detect a faint energy signature from what could be a generator.
Backup power, possibly.
Okay, so let's see if we can reach it. Careful about that drill. Don't let it hit you.
That's an entrance.
Alright. Oh, did I just catch fire? I didn't even go through the flame. Anyway.
It's a ruin. No one survived here.
How do you know? I mean, it still looks fairly intact. Oh, and we have a power line over here.
I heard something.
There's something over there. Maybe someone.
You mean behind the door? What did I just get? It doesn't say anything.
It's dead, of course.
If circuitry is intact, we could power it up and gain entrance.
Alright, in that case I probably have to follow power line, right? Oh, another Kett device. That doesn't do anything at all. Another one that doesn't do anything. So, where does this lead? Also, the hazard levels are a little bit erratic in this place. This is safe. Oh, because there's a heat lamp over here. I see. Okay, that makes sense. Seems to be going on the other side of that wall. How do I get there? Oh, I see. Maybe I can... I mean, this looks like it's breakable, like it's ice or glass. Maybe I can shoot it. Ah, okay. There we go. And we have a console.
Reconnected.
Okay, 3 survivors. So the door should be open now. Let me have a quick look around this part of the facility. Oh, another Kett device. Woo! What the hell? This is extremely dangerous. All these devices and they do absolutely nothing, and then suddenly the last one wants to kill you. Okay, this is a true workplace hazard, I would say. Anyway, let's go and check out that door again. Don't see anything else of interest in here, so let's free the survivors.
Who are you? Are you here to find me? Did Hana send you? Foolish girl. She never knows when to give up.
Well, apparently she was right.
Whoa. Hana was right and no one believed her.
I shouldn't have survived. Didn't think I would.
End this hurt. End this.
That's all it says. That's all it ever says. I've burned, I've peeled, I've gouged. It won't tell me where they are.
You tortured this person?
It's not a person, it's Kett. They took my family.
Well, honestly, I don't believe this is the proper time to, give her a moral lecture, right? So let's just try to get her out of here. She seems to be, in a bad state.
We need to leave this place. You're not thinking straight.
I can't leave. This is my only chance to talk to these things, to find my family. If I leave here, I leave them. I can't.
Honestly, if the cat hasn't told you anything so far, I don't think he will now. I'll leave you here. I have to kill them. What do I mean by that? I have to kill the cat or her family because they were probably exalted into Kett. I don't know, but I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave her here, so I guess I'm going to take this option.
I'm sorry, but they're gone.
No!
Oh, I actually
You
killed
have
the cat.
friends waiting for you, people who still care. You'll die here.
How could you? It could have told me. I could have found them again.
Go home, Mashal.
Fine. I'll signal the base and inform the resistance of my position.
Well, that's one way to solve the problem. Okay. Anyway, I hope you're going to be fine. And yeah, somehow I don't think your family is still alive, or if they are probably Kett now. So I'm sorry. Anyway, I have to return to Hana with the updates, which I suppose is back at this base. I still have like a hidden cache over here somewhere that I haven't found yet. So maybe I'm just going to head over there quickly and turn in that quest, and then we are going to continue with the next one. Alright, I am back in the Angaran base, and in addition to the current quest which I have to turn in, I actually have another one here. I didn't remember that. And there's a new one too. So maybe I'm going to start by talking to this person again.
An impressive surveillance system.
Maybe you can show me next time you get back to base.
I may actually not have talked to this person before, so let's see what they want.
Rylus?
That's me, yes. I'm Rylis. Wow, you really showed up.
Well, sure, why not?
He seemed thrilled. Honestly, it's nothing special.
Nothing special. You saved the Moshai from the Kett. And not just the Moshai. So many people owe you their lives. Anyway, I should get to the point. Your raid on the exaltation facility sent the Kett scrambling. They're trying to get their operations in order. Our scouts report increased Kett movement through certain areas of Voeld. Not military, though. Science and research vessels.
Well, that is bad news.
Doesn't matter if they're science Kett, warrior Kett, janitorial Kett. They're all bad news.
Some of us were concerned they might be planning more exaltation. Or putting more of our people through torturous study. We don't have the tech to break into their bases. But someone has to stop them.
Well, I suppose that's where I come into play.
You're talking to the right person. We always help our friends and allies.
I knew you'd help. I'll send the nav point immediately.
Okay, go to the Kett facility. Which one? We have quite a few of them. Okay, it's over here. I don't think I have been to that particular place before. Well, I did drive through the place when I wanted to go to the big Kett facility, but I haven't actually investigated that place. Alright, so we talked to that person. Now let's hand over that quest and then we'll see what is waiting for us in the other place. Alright, I got some news for you.
Mashal just called in. Anix sent a squad to retrieve her. She seemed troubled, but I suppose being trapped in rubble will do that. I'm so happy she's still alive. Skies be bright for you, Ryder.
You're welcome, you're welcome. I'm glad I could help. Alright, and now, let's see what this quest is all about. Oh, it's a priestess.
You seem troubled.
Oh, Pathfinder Ryder. I was just speaking a blessing for 2 of our young soldiers murdered by the Kett. So many dead or disappeared, but these 2 cuts are the deepest yet.
I can leave if I'm interrupting.
Do you need space? I can go.
It's all right. Speaking grief lessens it. These children were swayed by a new belief that's taken hold. A soul finds enlightenment through reincarnation, but some now think they can force this. They fling themselves at death, thinking they will be reborn stronger. Glory seekers, we call them.
I have heard of this. No one I know, but I can't be certain.
Well, that sounds dangerous for sure.
Reincarnation is a nice thought, but to die for it?
This has consequences. If you meet some of these glory seekers, do what you can to save them from death. That's all any of us can do.
Alright, I will do my best.
Thank you.
Speak to a glory seeker. And where would that be? Oh, it's over at... I believe this is Tetchix. Alright, so yeah, we have a bunch of stuff to do. Let me try to find that hidden cache over here. I'm not exactly sure where it is, but I'm going to look around for it. And then I suppose we're going to head out again and try to finish some of these tasks. Alright, I am approaching the spot where I'm supposed to look for the Asari Ark. Although this doesn't look like much.
I thought this would be the Periphona.
Ice or mineral deposits may be reflecting false positives. The real signal must be relatively close.
So did you expect to find the actual Ark here? I mean, I haven't fully explored all of this in detail, but I think I would have noticed a giant Ark somewhere. Anyway, let's have a look at this. What exactly is this? Oh, so it's just a bunch of minerals. Well, I suppose I'm going to pick them up, and then we have to scan around a little bit more. Oh, well, this isn't close by at all, and it's all over the place. And let me guess, it's going to be the last spot that I check. It's going to be the last spot that I check, no matter in which order I'm going to do it. I know how games work. But okay, sure, I'm going to visit all these places while I move along. And I may actually want to go to Tetchik's next, because there's a quest in this spot as well. Alright, I'm back at Tetchik's and I'm looking for the Glory Seekers. They are somewhere over here. So funny, these people are trading with Kadara. Okay, let's have a look at this. Oh, these guys, I actually saw them before and they were just standing around doing nothing. But now I can talk to them.
You're the alien who saved the Moshai.
How many Kett did you kill? I hope they screamed.
I honestly didn't keep count. And I didn't do it to hurt them is, well, kind of weird, because I definitely want to kill them. I mean, not because I want to, but because they would kill me otherwise. But yeah, I didn't keep count.
Dunno. Wasn't counting.
Wow, that many? Hey, Colt, this alien's my hero.
All right, that's enough. I know they call you Pathfinder. What do you need from us?
Well, I'm told you're Glory Seekers.
Your priestess, Roshwar Lin, told me about you. I was just curious.
Roshwar Lin is a blind old woman. She cowers with her blessings while the Kett consume everything.
She said you were throwing away your lives.
Nothing is thrown away. It's not suicide. We train as hard as anyone in the Resistance. But when you don't fear dying, that's when there's everything to gain and nothing to lose.
I can't wait for my turn. But all our blood still runs too hot. Tej is our hope now.
Tej is going to take down a Kett station. We should hear the news soon.
And why does Tej have to do it and not you? Because your blood still runs too hot? That is a weird explanation. Yeah, why do you want him to die?
You want to hear that your friend's dead. That's kind of screwed up.
We don't want it. We accept it. Just because you don't understand doesn't mean it's wrong.
So where's this Kett station?
You shouldn't interfere, Pathfinder.
It's okay, Venj. As long as Kett die, it doesn't matter who's killing them. Here's the nav point. It was interesting meeting you, Pathfinder. Skies be bright for you.
Well, thank you. Help Tej fight the Kett. Yeah, I don't know. I feel these guys are a little bit hypocritical. They're all about, yeah, we're going to die for glory and honor and stuff, but now they let their friend do this alone because for some reason they're not ready to die yet. Sure. Anyway, let me go and find that guy. He's way over here. Well, we have a bunch of other quests in that area, so I can do this when I visit. But yeah, I mean, if they want to die for what they believe or for their fight and their war, okay. But now it kind of seems like they're, let some other guy do the dirty work for them while they're just chilling here near a heat lamp. Alright, I think I'm approaching the Kett facility that I'm supposed to check for Raylis. I think that was her name. For the Know Your Enemy quest. And on my way here, I actually visited 2 more spots where I'm supposed to scan for the Asariarch, and of course there were false signals, so I expect it to be the last signal that I check.
Thank you for following Raylis' tip, Ryder. Taking out these Kett will mean a lot to my people.
Well, I'm quite experienced in taking out Kett, so let's do this. Yeah, I may not have visited this facility before, I just went past it when I came through here. Alright, I guess I'm going to use my infiltrator profile for this. Why not? Whoa! What are you doing? You're charging me like crazy. Alright. Let's go a little bit closer here. Oh, I totally missed you. There's a lot of them, though. Gotta be careful here. Alright. Let's get a little bit closer. Use some nice melee. And get back into cover. Oh, and we have an anointed over there. You don't see me, though. There we go. Oh! We have someone over here. Anyway, I think I should probably just try to get inside the facility. So let's activate the cloak.
There's a lot of organic material here. Angara, Kett, something else.
Scans could tell us more, Pathfinder.
Alright, but yeah, I suppose I need to kill the straggler out here, huh? Or else he's going to be a problem. Well, somebody is still alive somewhere. There we go. Oh! You try to melee? I will melee back. Okay, that seems to be all of them. Now let's have a look at the stuff in here. Collect Kett biosamples. Alright, let's look around. We have something over here. Collected biospecimens, samples of muscle tissue, bone marrow and epithelial cells taken from Kett fiends. Accompanying charts show genetic sequences of the research subject in detail.
Scanned and recorded.
Alright. Found one of them. And apparently another one over here. Samples taken from an unidentified species, a liquid that may be blood or plasma, or something else with a molecular structure similar to keratin. Okay, but I can't actually take this one. Oh, recording. Audio recording found. Would
There
you
is
like
an
to
audio
access
log
this
saved
file?
on this
Yes, I
device,
do.
Pathfinder.
Kett? Let's get a translation, Sam.
Processing.
The Angaran genetic code that expresses this projection of a bioelectric field has been isolated. The process to integrate this into our own genome is ongoing. Early success is documented. Once complete, adaptation should be distributed to all ascendant in Helios. Ability may also prove useful as plant-based soldier configurations. All research has been transmitted to the Empire.
Exaltation is not just about making more Kett. It's an exchange.
An exchange requires consenting parties.
There's bound to be more here. Let's keep moving.
Okay, but I mean there was more stuff in this data pad, right? Discovered species Asari, initial observations extremely long-lived, natural ability to create gravitational fields of some variety, not fully understood. Monogendered, precise method of reproduction not fully understood. Important, rumored to be able to take in genetic traits of other species to improve theirs, of great interest to primates. Discovered species Krogan. Initial observations long-lived, large, muscled, hardy, resistant to large range of environmental conditions, superfluous organs. Some evidence of chromosomal damage not fully understood. Reiteration large. Okay, so they're definitely studying Milky Way species, probably to improve their own genetic makeup or whatever. This is so creepy. Collected biospecimen. Samples of adrenal secretions, plasma and bone fragments taken from several exalted Kett. Accompanying charts show genetic sequences of the research subjects in detail.
Information saved.
Okay, and we have another data pad.
Another audio
Another
log
audio log.
detected.
Let's hear it.
Transmissions unacknowledged by Homeworld. Possible breakdown in connection and information mishandled. Investigation ongoing. Logs to be updated shortly.
Things getting lost in the post. A universal problem.
I wonder if we can find the follow-up logs.
Well, I will look around, I suppose. And more entries here. Exaltation phased shoe. With the Angaran genome unraveled, we have begun the process of isolating the most valuable trait to augment the Kett. Bioelectrical discharge, isolated and reproduced. We have commenced the distribution of this ability amongst ascendants. Okay. Conversion of light to energy, tricky, much more integrated into Angaran physiology, our current focus. Note, Angaran genetics complex but elegant, lacking obsolete residual traits commonly found in evolved species, similar to Kett in certain ways. Interesting, but I mean, this basically debunks my theory of Kett being originally Angara, because if they were Angara originally, they wouldn't have to take these Angaran traits and, you know, mix them with their own genetic code, because they already would have them, right? Because they started out as Angara. So the Kett must have been a different species, and they just came here and basically they tried to pick, you know, the best traits of different species and use them to improve their own. This is what I'm getting here. And let's read their opinions on humans. Soft skin, no natural armor or protection. Without technology, can only operate within a narrow range of environmental conditions. Genetically diverse, renowned for tenacity and adaptability. Okay, and is this useful to you? Do you want to exalt this as well? Another biospecimen. These samples were not stored properly. They have degraded and are useless. Okay. But there must be more around here. Okay, samples of plasma, brain tissue and bone fragments taken from several ascendant Kett. Accompanying charts show genetic sequences of the research subjects in detail. Okay, take it.
Pathfinder, these samples all contain the same genetic sequence. At first, it appears to be a familial connection, but the genome shows signs of modification. Evidence suggests the sequence was drawn from a single individual and incorporated into other Kett.
The Archon.
Exaltation.
So does the Archon control the Kett because they see him as a progenitor? Or does his rank give him the privilege to propagate his genes like this?
A cultural question beyond my purview.
Okay.
In any case, the stuff we found should be of great interest to the science team back on the Nexus.
Right, I suppose I will deliver this data. And I have another data pad over here.
All transmissions appear to have failed. Some of the team has suggested that this research is being prevented from leaving Helios. Troubling implications. Set aside for now. Taking steps to verify that primary communications are still active.
I'm picking up the nav point for another Kett station. Probably their primary communications.
If we take out that comm station, does that mean the Kett can't call home?
In which case we should definitely take it out, right? Anyway, let's read about the Solarians. Short-lived, fragile, no natural armor or protection, high metabolism, evidence of exceptional brain function. Carapace, metallic in nature, possibly protective. Dextroprotein-based synthesis. Agile, height and skeletal structure allow for increased reach and flexibility. That's a kind of funny callback to Garrus. Okay, and apparently I'm not done with my quest yet. I need to find the communication station, which is over here. But I think the episode is long enough, so I'm going to make a cut here. And yeah, I hope I can finish off the remaining quest in the next episode, and then we will finally go to Haval and, you know, explore a new planet. So, as usual, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.